Welcome back to the FM LLaMa. In today's episode, we have a promotion clash against second place Rodez. They need the win to try and go top of the table. We need the win to even try and secure that playoff berth. It's going to be a tense game. We have not won both of our fixtures since our last episode, but we are undefeated. And today, if we could win, well, it really could signal to the rest of the division that Toulon are back for a promotion push. So since the 1-0 win over Laval in our last episode, we have kept 2 more clean sheets, but we were unable to break the deadlock against Paris FC. We were perhaps the better team, but it didn't matter on the day. We had to be content with a point, but then we went to Quevilly-Rouen and we managed to beat them 3-0. Alexander Arenat scored one of his trademark strikes from outside the box, and then who arrived to secure the game? The man, the moose, the legend, Peter Musa, with goals in the 69th and 88th minute. It broke a small barren spell for the moose. He has started scoring his goals in fits and starts, really, rather than being a consistent goal scorer for us. So 2 in the last game, 3 without, and then a hat-trick before that. Another 2-game barren streak before he scored again. But hopefully the 2 goals in the last game signal a return to form for the Moose, as we are going to need him. The transfer window in France has closed. We were able to bring in a player on deadline day on loan. Marley Ake comes from Marseille. He can play as the inside forward over on the left-hand side. He made his debut in the last game against Rouen. We've brought him in because Jackson Mendes has really been an erratic performer. Sometimes he's our best player. Other games he's pulling a 6.2, a 6.3. He's out injured for the next fortnight anyway, so Ake is going to continue in the team. But we are going to have to take Mendes out of the substitute list. So this is the team that we're going to go into today's crucial fixture with. We're going to play Gillikens in goal as we have all season. And now pretty settled back 4 of Monsecure, Husek, Perrin and Ziba. Madianga and Mayumbu are going to continue as our defensive midfielders. Madianga is having a fantastic season as playmaker, but we are struggling to commit him to a contract for next season. Arenat, who blows hot and cold, but he is a threat from outside the box, so he keeps his place in central midfield. Ake is going to continue on the left-hand side. Morgan Gilavogu is going to be motoring down the right, and then who else would you pick as your lone target man than Peter Musa? So let's get into the game. We're the away team. Rodez are second. If they win, they could go top, depending on how Béziers get on in their fixture. This is not going to be an easy game, but if we could win it, we might just be squeezing ourselves back into promotion contention. So let's get into the fixture then. We could do with a strong start. A goal before half-time would just help settle the nerves, give us something to hang on to. Don't expect us to score many in this game. We'll take a 1-0 win again. Any kind of victory is going to be absolutely crucial in getting us back into that, well, playoff contention or promotion contention. But we cannot be affording to concede early to Rodez. This is a good team. They've been top of the table, then bouncing down to second. They're jostling for position with Béziers. Gilavogu looks like he's picked up some kind of knock. Can't really afford to be without him. Good that he's recovering. That is a first half without any highlights for us. We are controversially going to go full in with the aggression and say that just simply is not good enough. Ake is playing poorly. Arenat is having another one of his wobbly games. Monsecure is playing poorly at left back. We're going to keep the system and the lineup as it is, but we have got to play better at the start of this second half, or we're going to have to make some tactical tweaks. In fact, let's try and give Aranat a little bit more support in midfield. Let's move Madianga up. Let's leave Mayumbu back there as the holding player. And we'll keep Madianga on his support function. But we're also going to ask Montsegur to get further forward as well. And we'll see whether that helps us at all. We'll give them a get creative as the Moose is denied. Oh, that was a chance for the Moose. He rose well. Ake's playing terribly, so we're going to make that change. We're going to go with Wahi on. A draw. Well, a draw is not a disaster, but you can see La Herbière are 3-0 up. That's going to stretch their lead over us in that playoff position. We're going to have to go attacking for the final 10. Let's demand more of them as well. If we could nick a goal, keeps us back in contention. Otherwise, we are slipping further away from that top 3. Oh, dear me. This looks like it could be their highlight unless we can counter Zeba. The Moose is absolutely nowhere. They're coming back at us. Zeba's covering. There's Mayumbu. Zilavogu very deep. Aranat, Madianga a bit further forward now. Out to the left. Here's Wahi. He's going to take on his fullback. Has he got the Moose in the box? He's gone past the Moose. It's Zilavogu. Zeba. He's hit the post. Goodness me, we needed that to have gone in. Must have taken a deflection. We've got the corner. Zilavogu's on it. Put it onto Husek's head. Where is he? 6'7". Nowhere. Can we get the ball back in the box? No, Madianga just turns and fires it into a defender. Highlights over. Oh, looks like it's going to get away from us today. We've got another corner. Here's Zilavogu. Where's Husek? Oh, it was the Moose. He's headed wide from the 6-yard box. And the game drifts towards a 0-0 draw. That is a creditable result. Remember, we're only meant to finish in mid-table. But goodness me, we'd like to get out of this division, and that leaves us in 4th place. So we're 4 points behind the playoff position that La Herbière currently fill. We are 7 points behind the promotion places that Rodez hold the second berth of, and we have got 11 games of the season left. We have played some of the top teams recently, so hopefully we've got a slightly easier run of form going. We've got that La Herbière game looming towards the end of the season, but we are going to need to go on a run of consecutive victories if we're going to drag Sporting Club Toulon back into contention. So it looks like we've got back-to-back games against team from Bastia coming up. We've got Bastia Borgo, who are down in 16th. That one looks like it could be winnable. Then we've got SC Bastia there, 13th. Boulogne down in 15th. Cholet in 9th. Leon Duchère in 14th, Concarneau in 11th. We've got a run of games that on paper look like they could be winnable. We're now unbeaten in 4. We've only conceded once in the last 6. So maybe our form is just starting to recover. Maybe in training we need to focus on some chance creation, some chance conversion, maybe some set piece play as well, because we really could do with a run of victories to try and drag ourselves back into contention. Let us know down in the comments as well whether you think maybe it's time for a tactical tweak. Is the 2 holding midfielders too defensive for us now that we're a team that's towards the top of the table rather than one that's working off a media prediction of a mid-table finish? Are we finding it too tough to break teams down with 2 holding midfielders? Do we need to play a number 10? Do we need to push Madianga perhaps further forward and change the formation? Do we need to find a way of getting 2 up top and maybe giving Eli Wahi more starts than he's been getting? 12 substitute appearances for him this season. On paper, he's one of our better players, so maybe we need to give the Moose more support. Let us know what you do with our formation down in the comments. As ever, thank you for watching these episodes. Thank you for all the likes. It'd be great if you could subscribe if you've only just found this channel. We will see you very soon for some more border adventures.